Hi, Trenholmes. So I saw your video and you asked some interesting questions that I'd like to reply to. And they were around the topic of how do we, as atheists, get our message across to basically the world. And this is something I've been thinking about for a long time. And I have a lot of ideas. But really, I just want to leave a short message because I just want to give a basic overview of what I'm talking about, what some of my ideas are. And the idea is this. You're saying, what do we need to spread our message? And I think we need more Carl Sagans. We need people to turn into popularizers of the scientific worldview. And this is what I want to do, and this is what I'm trying to do. This is what the philosophy of wonderism is about. To basically show why not, I don't want to say science, okay, but science is just one example. But why something like science is such a great thing in the world, why it's such a wonderful thing in the world, why it can be used for great purposes, and there can be a great vision based on science, not based on superstition. So that's something that Carl Sagan and even Darwin, even Albert Einstein. There's SMS. People like that, they promoted this, or rather, they had this view of the world or the universe as just being something wonderful in itself. And I think that's what we need to. We need people like that. We need people to become people like that, and to spread the word. Okay, here's something that I think is very interesting. Why is religion kind of coming back, or why is it on the rise? Why is the influence of religion so much an issue today? Like, you would have thought, as soon as Darwin came up with his theory, you would have thought, as a rational person, you would have thought, well, of course, everyone's just going to give up, the whole creator idea. And so it's a pretty clear vindication of naturalism over supernaturalism, finding a naturalistic explanation for life. So why did religion not die? And my hypothesis is what I believe is that religion is an evolving system, and the reason it didn't die is because we didn't kill it with something that evolves faster. You see, what I'm saying is that religion has its hooks in society. It taps into people's emotions and intuitions, and science doesn't address that. It doesn't address emotion and intuition. In fact, it tries to, for the most part, to compensate for emotion and intuition, because emotion and intuition can often be wrong in an individual. So you have a group of peers to kind of work out a theory. You can't just have one person declaring, yes, my theory is true. You need a group of peers. So, but the point I'm trying to say is that religion has its kind of hooks in people in that sense. And so far, science hasn't really addressed that. The only things that were close to it were science fiction and popularizers of science like Carl Sagan and even Richard Dawkins today, although he's a little bit on the militant side, which I don't hold that against him at all. In any case, that's what I think we need. We need people to become like Carl Sagan. And that is how we will spread the message.